not adding any.
Shh. Okay, I messed something up here. Oh shoot. Oh, I know what I need to do. Camera. Okay. But why is it not showing up here? Okay, is it working? There it is. Okay. All right. I'm back. What's going on, investors? Dusty from Investments, and just taking a quick look at some charts here. I'm gonna do a real quick one here because we got some brownies that I want to eat. I made some s'mores brownies and they are gonna be fantastic, so I'm all excited to eat those. So I'm just gonna look at some quick ones. I was noticing this one, and this is one that I was looking at. So I guess I'll preface this by saying we are right now looking for a lot of these low level entries, right? Like we mentioned last time. And this one is actually up 27%. So this is one I've been eyeing for a while because I knew that there was insider buying taking place. It was on that, I forget the name of the site. I think it's like Whale Watch or something like that, where it shows like who's buying these stocks. Well, a lot of insiders were buying back in here or here, I can't remember. But anyways, these are basement levels like everything else, and we were waiting to see a nice pump. So this is the weekly. Let's go to a more zoomed in look, and you got a 30% pump off these lows here. And you got it. Oh, is that what I think it is? Let me zoom in here. Very small, 1, 2, 3, building higher. I like that. That's nice. Where you get these stair step higher, 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 higher lows each time. But yeah. This is the kind of stuff we're looking for to happen. So I like to say this is like, it's not our use case or our case study, but it's like, this is what's possible, right? Is like you get to these basement levels and a little bit of buying just absolutely takes these to the moon. So I want to catch some of these 30% days. And realistically, that's not all I want. I want to see these reverse and continue onward higher and higher and higher. So I just want to show you that one today before we get started. And I mean, it's only reached the 236 from that swing high to low. I mean, you could even see from where it's at anywhere from another 30 to another 70%. I wouldn't take that right now, obviously. Like, you want to wait, and this one kind of already happened, so too far gone, but we want to identify these ones that are on the low, turning around. That would be ideal. So one of the things I'm going to do to my trading view is I'm going to add a list here that I'm going to do for all like Coinbase coins, because I don't have a lot of exchanges I really trade on anymore. I use Kucoin and Coinbase basically, a little bit on Bittrex too, I think, but those are my main ones right now. Just because there's been so many like, oh, this exchange closed and now you gotta shuffle your money elsewhere and do this and this. It just ended up that way. And Coinbase is really easy to do US dollar trading. So I want to make a list of these just so we can scroll through real easy and just see, hey, are some of these at these basement level lows like we wanted? And we'll look on the daily here. Like look at this chart. This looks absolutely beautiful for a turnaround, right? I mean, it's already kind of taking place, but you got the higher highs just building up. I'm sorry, the higher lows building up right here. You would like to see this continue onward. And if you did, let's see a fib. Okay, thank you. From where you're at, you potentially see an easy 58%. I like it. This one's already gone though. I want to find other ones that have not done this yet, right? Like, that's the goal. So I'm gonna start adding these other exchanges where I can potentially find these before they're happening. Need to be quick about it because there is a lot that's popping off already has popped off, but you're seeing this not only in the cryptos, you're seeing this in stocks as well. One of the things I did want to show in this video is last time I made my fib from this level to this level. I'm going to delete these real quick just to show you. And that's not a correct fib, because you want it to at least hit the 236 level. So what I did is I dropped it down to this level here, which we are still not at the 236. So I don't think it's an active fib trade yet, right? You couldn't say it's confirmed, so we can't use that to project our price points like we wanted, but I'm gonna leave it in there for now, because if we get that, it might be pretty slick here to look back at this and say, hey, you called that. But yeah, this is just a trading journal, so I'm just trying to record what I'm seeing on some of this, get my ideas. Sometimes it helps to just say them out loud. We were thinking Amazon broadening wedge potentially. If that were to happen, a breakout of this supply line would be needed. Maybe a little back test would be pretty, and then it would push to the top of that. That's how those work. T-Fuel. Very critical level. Again, look at this in history. Previous resistance turned to support, and is again just basement levels here. Dog's going wild. And you can see some of these, what I like to call pre-pump candles, right? So a lot of volume came in, pushed this price high. This is indicative sometimes of when things are going to run. So this is one that actually looks pretty decent. I'm just skeptical on buying T-Fuel, as it's the byproduct of theta. Would like to see it pump though. Okay, what else? I'm not gonna do many else. Let's go to the weekly for this one because I think that's what I had it drawn. Chemicals, yeah, so that supply line looks good. Nice breakout above that. Just waiting for the fun, I guess. Wait for people to buy. Skipping that one. Did make a trade onto this one actually, and I caught it at this breakout, so I'm anticipating that it's going to continue to run. As I mentioned last time, we saw this nice Elliott wave structure. I'm not really big on Elliott wave, but it's pretty apparent where you get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the ABC correction down to these basement levels that are very very old. You're talking from 1999, those levels. So we were seeing this nice wedge here and a nice breakout happening. So what we did is we did our measured move from bottom to top here. We copied it and we pasted it, and you potentially see a 48% return on that. And we also did the fib, swing high to swing low. And we said, okay, well, we could also see maybe to the 50% level, or even beyond that to the 618, which would be a 78% pump. So I did take that trade. I wanted to look at Shiba because that one was looking fantastic too. You were just getting this nice, I guess, accumulation pattern, right, where you're getting these higher lows. Daily looks fantastic, like you're getting that. Supply line's intact. I really want to see it get above this red line. What's the red line? Oh yeah, again, we were seeing swing high to low. You had a lot of potential to get into this golden zone, I would say. The box looking great. So Shiba's still looking good. This is one we were watching for an entry, or I guess confirmation that something was happening. Again, it was the play that US chip manufacturers are going to get money coming up. So we want to watch this to see, hey, is this going to turn around and start producing? It was at very important levels for history. You're talking about levels from 2014, previous resistance in 1997. So very critical levels. And in fact, this chart kind of reminds me of GE. I'll pull up that. But if we see another bounce, you get that three rising valleys here, maybe potentially. It's a little narrow, but maybe. Let's go to GE first. GE. One of the things I did know with GE. Look at this. Just massive downturn. Just mismanagement. But you do have this head and shoulders, or inverse head and shoulders, so it's actually breaking that neckline right now. So I like it. I hate to say it, I like it. I mean, interesting. I'm gonna have to analyze that one to see if that's a trade I want to take, but I'm gonna have to do that quickly because it is actually right on that cusp there. GE Healthcare. So this is a stock that was just, it's almost like an airdrop the way they handled it. For I think they gave GE stockholders GE Healthcare now. You can't do much with this chart, but you can take a look at it and see that the lows are still building, so potentially continuing higher. Then Nokia, this is another trade that I recently took. Let's look at the daily. No, it was the weekly. This was a long extended, potentially head and shoulders, and actually GE looks better than this right now. So I'm not sure what made me take that, but you are seeing a nice continuation of the supply line. The lows are continuing higher, and these lows, at least this one from that's 2012, 2011, oh yeah, 2011. This low from 2020 was last seen 2012, and before that 1996. So Nokia is an old ass company, so they got a lot of history. Let's do one of these. Hey, which one's lower? Just gonna do this one for ease right now. ABC correction here. You could probably find the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there if you really looked. Overall structure of it, it's continuing to build upward, and then you have that potential inverse head and shoulders here. Would like to see it get to that neckline, and then potentially a breakout above that could put you, what did I mark 69% for? How do I mark this? Let's see how I take my price points. How to trade the pattern. And head and shoulders pattern, we're waiting for price action to move lower than the left neckline. I'm looking inverse head and shoulders though, so I want to yeah, you would buy the breakout of the neckline, right? So that did that a little preemptively, honestly. The neckline I would say is here. Let me make that prettier here. Oops. Whoa, what'd I do? So you'd wait for the neck or the breakout here, and then where do you get your measured move from? How to get your measured move from head and shoulders formation. I had to type that because otherwise it's gonna find freaking shampoo. Measure the vertical distance from the head to the neckline. So the head to the neckline would be here. Oops. Head to neckline. And you would copy that, paste that, and you put that on the breakout. So if a breakout happens, you're looking at 66%. That must be where I got this from, but I got a little higher. What did I do for that? Was I doing a fib or something? Yeah, that's got a long ways to do that. I don't know what the hell I was looking at. Yeah, so this wasn't a great stream, but that's fine. It's not for anyone else, it's for me. So just looking for these to continue onward. That's all I'm looking for. I would really like note self look into GE again, because that looks like an inverse head and shoulders at a pretty important level on a pretty large scale. You're talking about the weekly scale. Yeah, let's actually do this real quick. Neckline, where's the neckline? Here. So let's do bottom to the neckline, copy that, paste that. A nice 58% move. Let's see if that lines up with the fibs, because you already got the 236, so it's confirmed you can use that. It's up to the 618. I like this. Looks good. I'm gonna add to my watch. Okay, that's all I got.